Hi, we're joined here with Jacob, the Vice President Global Insurance Lead from Appian. So Jacob, I have a few questions for you. In a competitive insurance landscape marked by rising claims costs and evolving customer expectations, how does Appian uniquely position insurers to not only improve efficiency in core processes like underwriting and claims, but also to achieve sustained profitability and customer retention?
Yes. Well, Rachel, thank you. It's great to be here with you, with the team here in Singapore. And so Appian is a platform as a service. We go to markets with our largest insurance customers, both life as well as property casualty, general insurance. And we find that they're really focused on modernization of core process and core system. And so Appian brings us together with both our platform as well as our pre-built insurance solutions. Connected underwriting, connected claims. And connected claims, by the way, we just launched here at the show, and our second generation of that, I should say. And so we find that these solutions really help insurers, both address deep challenges that they may have within the industry or within specific markets such as this, yet doing it in the context of having this legacy stack that you just can't ignore. All too often, it's easy to say, we'll just build it from scratch, but insurers just don't have that luxury, as well as the highly regulated space. And so that's some of the examples of how we come help them together.
Definitely sounds like really targeted solutions as well for the insurers.
That's right. Yeah. Very insurance specific, built by, so we have an insurance business unit that is comprised of colleagues that are across the industry, bring fantastic experience, having done this before either in insurance companies or for other, similar spaces. And so you can expect with your Appian experience, domain-specific expertise all the way from the software, the solution product, as well as our services organizations. And we have an accreditation process even for the partners when they come in to work with us in insurance, that we vet them to ensure that they're accredited and bringing the best of Appian and that insurance domain expertise.
Yeah, it sounds like a really in-depth expertise that you guys have on the team
yes.
on board.
Yeah, very intentional. So.
Definitely.
Yes.
And also, Appian highlights its process automation, data fabric, and AI-driven capabilities as key differentiators. Can you elaborate on how these elements translate into tangible, measurable outcomes for insurers, and perhaps share a success story that exemplifies this impact?
Yeah, certainly, yes. So when you think about how large insurers have typically grown through acquisition, and that was my story, by the way, when I first met Appian almost 10 years ago, was that you go through acquisition, and we had our largest customer base on System 1, we had our best features on System 2, and we had our most profitable segment on System 3. And so when you start looking about this, I used to tell my teams, we try to paint the airplane while it's in flight. You can't bring it down, you can't land it and put it in a hangar and take care of it. You have to keep the business running. And so when you look at today's modern insurer that's struggling with all these, they typically will have aging, complex legacy systems that they're trying to migrate to the cloud, but these are typically multi-year initiatives that are very complex. So Appian brings digital first experience through our pre-built connected claims, connected underwriting, and we allow that to be built on top of these legacy systems so that they can also have that eventual cloud core migration complete. But start with Appian, realize that benefit, and it's a tremendous amount of value that we bring to these P&C life and health insurers.
Definitely, it sounds like, core and data is something's very complex, but definitely if they work with you guys, I think it'll be a much smoother transition as well.
That's right. And when you think about, we talked about data fabric you mentioned there, when you think about these legacy systems and this complex technology architecture, another example where we're able to attach to those legacy systems and work from them as a system of process instead of the system of record. And so we find architecturally that's a much lower lift. And especially as you start to pivot to the topic of the day, which is AI, we specifically find that AI in process for underwriting and claims is only made better by accessing all those disparate sources of data, but bringing them in and contextualizing them together. And yet another example of how we can help today's modern insurer rapidly modernize that.
Definitely. Thank you so much for your rich answers. And I do have one more final question
for
you.
Sure.
Appian has just launched Connected Claims 2.0,
yes.
an AI-powered solution that has been recognized as the leader in Everest Group's peak metrics for AI-enabled claims management. How does Connected Claims 2.0 specifically leverage AI agents and the Appian AI Document Center to address long-standing challenges in the insurance claims process?
Absolutely. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so first I'd like to say, thank you to our customers that have entrusted us, with the opportunity to collaborate. This is our second iteration of this solution. Customers like Global Excel Management out of Toronto that have entrusted claims experience, PwC in the UK, Michael Cook and the team there, just several examples. And so, specifically when we look at what this second generation brings, a significant amount of AI-specific benefit that insurers are looking for, but only in the process, where it matters the most. So we think about, when we have large documents, complex document sets that come in, being able to, extract those, determine the intent of those, and then contextualize what they mean. We think about reinsurance, how complex reinsurance is. This is an example that our Connected Claims product that really helps address, the modern, reinsurer and how they're using this. And secondly, our product teams are maniacally focused both from the platform capability, and we bring that platform capability inside of our solutions product. And so Connected Claims represents a lot of fantastic work from our global colleague team, specific to insurance, and how that's helping, really accelerate the overall migration, for organizations that need that digital first intent, and how they can then bring, AI and process via the Appian's Connected Claims solution.
Definitely, and it sounds like the company really took it into their own hands to create a 2.0 version because
Yes.
they saw that a lot of improvements can be made for the first iteration.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
so much, Jacob.
Thank
and,
you.
Thank you so much for today.
Thanks, appreciate it.